Oh no. Doris and Joshua. Gotcha. Whoever Doris is. But I think it'd be nice to stop by the chambers, read a few letters. Then we'll go do that. A hideaway welcome. Etta seems fond of the silver bow we gave her, so much so she's been taken to setting in atop her belly as she rests. To hear her tell it, the rascal kicks something fierce when she does, too. Sounds like we've another fighter on our hands, and none too soon. I can hardly wait to teach our newest little cursebreaker everything I know. Though I suppose we can all celebrate first. No need to get ahead of ourselves now. Gav. Oh, that's right, I forgot we helped him in making that little toy. Well, let's go ahead and do another regular, it's not regular, but another hideaway quest.
Sid, do you have a moment?
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit Walls, just beyond the portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
Nobody's tool. Right, journey to Balmung Dark. It's out in Ash, but where exactly is that place? Ravenwood Walls. Oh, okay, it's the place we couldn't get into before. Interesting.
Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashyyyk. I need to hurry.
Yeah, since these enemies don't really give much experience or ability points, I'm not gonna worry about fighting them. We'll only fight whom we have to.
Alright.
Might be able to get away with not fighting them. Think
I
so?
can walk from here.
Ah, perfect.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with the Kashyyyk. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet. But let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether stick is there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. We're risking a lot just being here. Better keep my eyes open for some...
Do I have a key? No.
Locked up tight.
Alright then. Handful of guards aren't too bad.
So this place was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
Won't be surprised if we got a pretty tough fight at the end of this then. And she should be upstairs, so... Oh, I saw you.
Minimal loss of Waluda lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
Out of curiosity, let's see if we can go up, actually. If it'll let me. Alright, I can. It'll just point me elsewhere. Gotcha. Well, take him out now. Don't have to take him out later.
No sign of any bearers yet. I hope you have better luck downstairs.
Alright, I can't go into those cells. You can go further upstairs? I see. So that loops back around to where we entered. Alright, let's go through here. Let's go up one more... Ah, we can't. Barrel's in the way, of course. So, further along this way we go.
They were feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared.
What exactly is a Kuza?
Nothing but a Kashyyyk down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
Yeah, I kind of wonder where the Kuza is, though, just because I don't think we've seen one yet. Granted, the most fearsome creature we've seen thus far is a behemoth. We only fought it once as a boss fight.
No luck downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents and... it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even. And those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
Gaylor's key. Use the key on the locked gate. Alright, so now we go downstairs and we check the other... Clive called it corridor, but I call it almost wing, essentially. Where you have the left wing and the right wing.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Lose one Gaylor's key. Yep, makes sense. Only place we can use it. Some amber. Nice. I think that's a resource we could just sell.
Survivor. And she sounds close.
At least we got one. Oh, look at that. It actually calls it the East Wing. Huh.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Was that?
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
We have to run.
It's out there waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
Oh, what? Slay the Kuza beast. Yeah, that looks like a... yeah, it's a behemoth, alright. Kuza beast. Of course, it's gonna be a bounty, too.
Beast will make havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen.
Yeah, this thing's definitely a tougher fight. Just because it's so massive.
Nice try.
And I know it can take a hit. And deals some pretty good damage here.
Needed that.
Oh, stop that. dust is going to do a massive amount of damage, but maybe doing it to stun it right now would be great. Now let's try it.
Guess we're all ready.
Just throw as much damage as we can here. Alright, Kuza's Beast. Kuza Beast is actually not that strong. Huh. Surprising. And we've gotten a lot better at dodging the comets. Good. This first time I sucked. Yeah, this one's actually not too bad. For this beast, I should say.
There's a good boy.
Wait until Diamond Dust is filled back up. And I'll use that to stun it. Perfect. Nice. Any special material? Nope, just Behemoth Shackle.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
That's interesting to learn some more backstory behind her as well. Sucks for her friend, though. The one she considered a brother. New missive's been delivered to Clive's chambers. Alright, just a letter. We'll check the patron's whisper.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just
The Genji
desserts?
gloves. Nice. If the drunken galley captain I shared a table with last night is to be believed, word of your exploits has made its way across the seas to the great continent. What is more, she claims there are those who would see you flourish, herself being one such woman, Gareth.
Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you.
I gotta see, what do the Genji gloves do? Increases damage dealt to enemies by 5%. Nice. That can be very helpful, especially for grinding. I still like keeping on this setup, though, just because the Berserker Ring allows for a lot more attacks to hit from a precision dodge. And of course, I want to get more ability points. And of course, I want to get some more EXP, too. Though for level, I think we're level 48. Max level right now, and the base game is 50, so we're 2 away. That won't take too long. I don't think. Actually, how can you tell how close you are to a level up? From the menu. Won't really show me? Oh, right here. 9671. Ooh, we almost have 4,500 for ability points. Ooh, do I want to put diamond dust on a different icon? Do I want to put flames of rebirth on a different icon? Also, Giga Flare is a strong move, but it's better against like a single opponent, really. Like boss fights. Oh, it's a toughie. This one, I don't really care to put on another icon just because the main one that really benefits is Odin for the Arrow of Darkness and Zantetsuken. We'll save until we can afford the Diamond Dust.